so far. So without further ado, why don't we dive right in? My name is Mystic Crypto, and I'm your host for today. It's a pleasure to be here, as I said before. And yeah, let's dive in. So, Dan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about your background and what you've been up to.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for giving me the floor. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me here as well. My name is Dan, and I am just a member of many members in our Show Squad community. We were formed when we were in the past project, pushing Salama together very, very hard. We formed a very good bond during that project because most of us in the Show Squad got in very early. Like I myself in Salama, I got in below 20K, and we pushed like I like words don't even describe how hard we were pushing, because we were raiding day in and day out. Everybody was working for their bags. There was like no reward, no nothing. Everybody had their own bag. They were pushing it. And little did we know that the dev that we had was actually a dev who was selling on us the whole entire time. So, like our first few days, we went from, the start of the project to all the way to 1 million market cap. And the dev was just selling us down from 1 million all the way back down to 100K. And then from 100K, we stayed there for like a good 4 or 5 days. And then we shot up to 5 million market cap. And then from 5 million market cap, the dev was just selling us all the way down back to 1.5. And then we stayed there for probably like a good 5-6 days before we shot up back to 10 million. And from 10 million, the dev also got greedy again. Like we were in such a really good project that could have easily went to 100 million market cap, but the dev just got greedy early and just kept on selling us all the way back down to 1 million market cap. And we hovered there at 1 million market cap for like a good solid 28 days. And before we have we have one of our members, his name is Alexander. I give this guy so much props. This guy with a $5,000 to $6,000 marketing budget had us fly from 1 million market cap, of course, with an announcement of a Mexi listing, but had us fly with a 1 million market cap to 100 million market cap. I have never seen somebody utilize $5,000 to $6,000 in marketing as good as he has done. The thing is with Show Squad, like we've been through so much together and going back and forth with our devs, and we've had so many problems that we've just formed together a bond, and we just decided to stick together. And then we moved on to another project after we felt like we've accomplished what we've done with Salama. So the way NSO came about was one of our members, his name is Kimadelphia, was sitting watching the news one day, and he saw that Donald Trump was sued by the state of New York for $450 million. And and out of nowhere, Trump decided to come up with these shoes called Never Surrender, I guess in a way to pay off the fees and just to live this motto that he's never going to surrender. And he picked it with shoes. So, when he was watching that, he thought about it for a little bit, and he's like, man, this would actually be a good crypto project. And then I guess when the time came when we actually thought about making our own project, he brought this up again to us. And, he said, guys, we could really do something with this, Never Surrender ones, kind of like riding off of the Air Force shoes, Air Force Ones type of theme. And also it's a Donald Trump theme. And now the Donald Trump, meta is kind of hype, and the presidential elections is coming right around the door. And, maybe we could do something with this. So we decided to sit down and really contemplate this idea. And we definitely see that we could do something with this for sure, 100%. So, we went and we made a website in 0.5 seconds, and we got any logo from Google Images, a picture with Trump and the shoes, and we put it on there, and we just started rolling. And all we really did in the beginning was just networking. We told this guy about our vision with our project, what we want to do with it. We told the other guy what we want to do with it, and then just from word of mouth, we just kept on going up, up, up. People were buying it in, putting, and then we just hit 20 million market cap. And we hit 20 million market cap with no CG, no CMC, no marketing, with a bad logo and a bad website. And right now, like, seeing how serious it is and how we want to actually push it and how we see it going really, really far. We got our logo done. Our logo just got done a couple days ago. We're working on the website. We're getting a professional designer to make the website and make it look really, really nice, to fit the what's the word? The theme that we have and the goals that we're going to reach. So I think the things that we're going to have coming ahead are going to set us apart from all the other projects, like especially the Trump projects. You don't see any Trump projects these days. You don't see any Trump projects focusing on what we're trying to focus on. We're focusing on the shoe narrative. This is going to set us apart big time from any other Trump project. And not only do we want to just make this kind of a meme type narrative, we also want to add utility. So we really want to be different. And I genuinely believe that a project without utility, at the end of the day, these projects, these meme projects, it's all about hype. You hype it up, you get it to a certain market cap. The people who got in at the bottom, they're going to sell and they're going to trap the people up top. And then the people up top are going to have to hype it up to bring it up again and then trap the people up top. And it's just like on cycle until somebody gives up at the top and decides nobody wants to push this project anymore. So, with utility, I feel like that kind of like changes the atmosphere, that brings a whole new investment opportunity, a whole new meaning to the token. It makes people believe that this is almost like a company on a stock market, so to speak. So, it gives it value with how good that utility is and what it's going to do. So one thing that we decided to do to add to this project, which fits with the motto, never surrender, is bring in a utility that has to do with rating, because this is something a skill that I believe we kind of mastered back when we were in Salama, because we rated every single day hardcore. Like, bro, I was drinking Red Bull for like a week straight. I would sleep for like 2-3 hours when I would be rating on Salama and pushing the project, rating it on CMC, rating it on Twitter, going on Facebook, going on Instagram, doing YouTube. Like, I would even go on the YouTube lives, and when you donate to the people on the YouTube live, it shows your message for like a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So I'd throw like $10, I'd throw like $20. Sometimes I'd even throw $100. I threw $100 on Crypto R Us, so I could have our message sit up there with Salama for like a good 20 minutes. So these are like the type of tactics that we utilize when we were spreading our message. But our utility that we're going to be working on now is with GotBit Labs. And GotBit Labs, I think a lot of you already know who GotBit is. GotBit is a very big hedge fund. They deal with memes and cryptos. And we've already dealt with GotBit Labs and Salama. I actually introduced Bedr the dev to GotBit Labs. I was the mediator between them to get them hooked up. And I've built a really good relationship with GotBit and with the GotBit Labs team, who are now currently working on our raid bot. So what we're going to do with this raid bot, it's going to be a mix of the Shield bot and the Raid Master X bot. So there's a lot of things, like if you go into our main channel in Never Surrender, the group, you'll see our raid bot is constantly working 24/7. This thing is being abused. abused to the max. Everybody is there is raiding. We're holding raid competitions, competition after competition, 5 days. Once the 5 days are over, we start the next competition. Once those 5 days are over, we start the next competition. And it's a constant cycle, just spreading the brand all over Twitter. Any influencer that they see, any influencer that makes a really new tweet, they post about our project, and then you got 20 people to go up there and just like it, repost it, and just drive it all the way up, so the people who are going in to see that comment see it first right away. And we don't have like 1 winners or 2 winners or 3 winners in our raid competitions. We have 20 winners. So we have over 20 people liking and reposting constantly when an admin throws up a tweet. And these competitions, literally, they go competition after competition. But there's a lot of things that we've noticed with the Raidmaster X bot that can be done better and can be done differently. And actually, it's a lot better that we're using like Gotbit Labs. We're not using somebody from Fiverr to make us this bot, because we don't know who's really behind making the Raidmaster X bot. We don't really know who's behind making the Shield bot. So when you're going to be connecting your wallet to it, you want to feel safe. So when people know that this is a reputable company, this is Gotbit Labs making this bot, it's going to make them feel safe when you have participants connecting their wallet to it, when the devs, they're connecting their wallet to it to pay out the people who are raiding. We want to automate that rating, the reward structure as well. So, and also too, to mention, the ads on the Shield raid bot, the other day I was checking, just for you to get a 7-day ad air, if you want it, or ad space, costs 0.7 ETH. I mean, 0.7 ETH is a lot for 7 days. And what are they doing with that money? That's profit that they're pocketing. And for us, what we want to do that's going to set us apart with our utility, all profits from our utilities in this project are going to go strictly to buybacks and burns, or buybacks, throw it in the liquidity pool and just burn it. So this is something that we believe is going to be huge and is going to propel us, once we get the bot out and going and running, that's going to propel us easily past the 100 million market cap. So with the ad space, we're not even going to be greedy when we're going to be promoting this to other projects. We're going to ask for like $200, $300, and it's going to be like, how when you're driving down the street and you're seeing these electronic billboards and they're flashing for like 20 seconds or 10 seconds, those advertisements, we're going to make it like sort of that way, where we could go, any project could come, they could upload a picture of their project or a message that they have after approved by us. They'll pay their $200 in Solana, and they'll get like 10 seconds of ad space for 7 days, and it'll just like flicker on every single project. Like we'll literally get this bot to go in so many different projects to be able to be used and utilized. And the thing is, like our show squad, like right now, like we're like almost close to about 40 people, and some of us, we have money in different projects as well. So when we get our raid bot going, it's going to be easy for us to influence other projects to use our product. And not only that, we also have a lot of investors who also have tokens in other projects, and they're going to be in other projects, and they're going to be like, guys, we want you guys to use this product because we know this product is good and it gives this sort of effect, and we know you guys will succeed with it, so we want you to use this product. And of course, there'll be already investors in Never Surrender. So this is only one utility out of the many ideas that we have that we're going to bring into this project that's going to set us apart from all other people. And it's going to be called the Never Surrender Rating Bot. Kind of like not just the name, Never Surrender Rating, don't stop rating type of thing. And another utility that we all are going to have coming out very soon.
Hey, Dan, before we dive in so deep to everything, let's just unpack things a little bit here, because there's some new people that have joined in that might not know where we're going. So right now you're talking a lot about the bots that you guys are working on that you want to create. And I know there's some other bots you want to make as well. But I just want to sort of bring it back to the start here for a minute. So for anybody new that's joined in to get an idea here. So is that all right?
Yeah.
We'll
I
just
apologize, bro. Thank you for stopping me. I kind of just like I get in the moment, you know. I am just speaking, so I
no worries,
apologize.
man. Yeah, I can definitely I hear the passion in your voice and your excitement for it, which is actually really great to see. And one of the interesting things I think as well about this project, Never Surrender, is that it's not one of these projects that have been, they create it and then they just pay for some marketing and then they just sort of leave it and pay for some more marketing and maybe get a caller here and something there. I think it's a lot more organic. There's a lot more heart in it, than we see with a lot of with many different projects, right? So it's a lot of organic sort of shilling and rating, as they're talking about here in through Twitter or X and Telegram and all the different platforms that you see crypto on. So that's all. I think for me that's quite an interesting sign. So, anyways, just to bring things back here, obviously we have a presidential style token. Many of these in the past we've seen do exceptionally well. Some of these going to hundreds of millions of market cap with Trump, for example, and some different tokens that we've seen. This one, as you can see, kind of does something a little bit different in that they're playing on the shoes that Trump has recently released. And if we go through some of the screens here, we can actually see what they look like. Maybe you guys have seen it as well in the news. So you have the website here. They're $400 each, and so that's sort of what we're playing on here with the shoes. Now, as you mentioned, Dan, one of the things you're coming out with a rating bot that's planning to basically do better things than the current ones that are out there right now, right? But before we dive into that, I just wanted to get an understanding of why did you decide to go for these shoes instead of, say, I don't know, just a Trump support token or another form of presidential token? Why did you choose the shoes in particular?
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually a very good question. So the shoes in particular, besides it already setting us apart from all the other projects who are just focusing on the Trump, his face, his narrative, his everything. We actually want to also do NFTs with the shoes in the future. We believe that NFTs with shoes specifically are gonna be huge. Like you sometimes see these sneakerheads, they buy these Nike shoes that just drop or these Adidas shoes that just drop, and they pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for them, and they just put them in a box and they just let them sit for months so they could go ahead and just resell them again, and they never wear them. They never wear them. So, if people, these sneakerheads, are doing the same thing with shoes, why can't people and these sneakerheads, again, also do the same things with sneaker NFTs? So, and this is something that we're going to work with Gotbit, who's going to bring us into the right connections and the right calls groups so we could push this sort of idea. But we still believe we're a little bit too early for this sort of idea. And there's a lot of things that we could do with NFTs, especially like staking, where people can buy a portion of these NFTs and stake with them and put in a staking pool. So, there's a lot of things that we're still thinking and we're coming up with, and that we could implement with these NFTs. But we truly believe that with us focusing on the shoes and making it into an NFT style also project as a utility could really, really set us apart and propel us to a whole other level. And we're always open. Like if people have different ideas, if people have suggestions that we could do with these, we're open to learn from you, to help us, to guide us. This is your investment too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, quite frankly, looking at the chart, it's pretty impressive. The way from where it started all the way pretty much slowly building up, barely any red candles on the way up. And then we had this sort of big, huge candle that came in here. So yeah, I mean, it's had a really nice trend so far, building up throughout this time. What do you think has been the thing that's prevented a sell-off that we see on so many tokens? This has been around for about 3 weeks now. You haven't done sort of crazy marketing. You're not Coin Market Cap listed yet. You're not CoinGecko listed. You haven't released these NFTs. You haven't released your utility, the bots that you're working on with Gotbit, and so on and so forth. So, what is causing this the chart to hold up so well? And what happened here as well? This is a crazy big candle. I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So So what I believe sets this project apart and this chart apart from all these other projects and charts, like this is a problem that we faced from our last project. When you see a project that does 90% retracements, 80% retracements, just realize that this is the dev always going into the dev wallet and selling on the people and pocketing that money, or who knows what he's doing with that money. So what we're doing with the dev wallet since day one, and we encourage everybody to go and look at the transactions. We have not once touched or sold any tokens from the dev wallet. The dev wallet, even influencers, they've asked me, we want percentage of the supply, to give you a call or to do this, do that. And I always tell them, no, the dev wallet is strictly going to be used for exchange listings and a partnership with Gotbit. So the thing is, what we want to try and focus on with this token is we want to get it on every single exchange listing possible, like from the smallest exchanges to the biggest exchanges. And it's 100% doable. It's 100% doable, and it's only befitting for a presidential token to be listed on every single exchange. We want this token to be in everybody's hands, even at the bodega down the street or the smoke shop across the street from you. They should be able to have this token with them. And the only way to do something like this is to have it listed on every single exchange. And it's not something that's difficult at all. Like KuCoin is 250K to get listed on that exchange. I mean, if we are at 100 million market cap, it is 100% doable to take that 250K from the dev wallet and get us listed on KuCoin. I mean, what project do you know on this space is being listed on KuCoin, and especially a Trump token? So this is one thing that really makes our chart not have these really big retracements, because since day one, none of us have touched the dev wallet. And another thing is too, in the beginning when we first started the project, the people that we told first about this project and this idea were the people that we know face to face. Like if I know my cousin sold, I will go to his house and I'll smack him. Because I'm the one that brought him in. So the people that came in first are the ones who we know are going to be the diamond hand holders. Shill Squad came in, they bought also a little bit. We know they're going to be diamond hand holders. I bought also in the bottom. I know I'm going to be a diamond hand holder. So this is why you don't see these big dips and these retracements happening in the chart, because we all see the vision, we all see the purpose, and we all want to push to 1 billion market cap.
Gotcha. Thanks for explaining, Dan. Well, I think one of the things to understand as well is, as you've mentioned, the Shill Squad is something that you're a part of yourself, and is a team that is helping to push certain projects that they get involved with. They don't get paid by the project or something like that. They get involved with, they buy a bag, and then they help to support it and shill it over time, right? And so this is something I believe, as I understand, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is something that you guys have done with a past project called Salama, which, correct, as he explained a little bit previously, went from around 1 million market cap to 100 million market cap, and they didn't use too much marketing funds in a matter of days, right? So, and I'm guessing that a lot of that was due to the efforts of the Shill Squad, and I think it's a team of, I don't know how many people. Again, was it 20 or 30
40.
people?
Almost 40.
40 people that are in here and are all on this team. They're not getting paid directly or anything, but they're working to support certain projects. So I believe, that they did that with Salama, and now they're doing it again with NSO, Never Surrender One, right? So perhaps that's one of the reasons that it's been performing well.
Correct. And most of us actually did come to NSO. There are still some of us who just want to stay with Salama and just, they have fallen in love with Salama. But me personally, I mean, I still have a bag in Salama, but I don't even think about Salama anymore. The dev there has put a very nasty taste in my mouth with Salama, even though I loved Salama. That was my baby. Like bro, I stayed day and night pushing this project. But the dev, every time, we'd get news or something of marketing or anything, a spike or to push up price, he just bring it right back down and smack it right back down. And this is something that really kept us discouraged. You know, it kind of almost broke our morale. But nonetheless, we stayed pushing, and you know, we did what we did. And when we got to the 100 million market cap, you know, most of us cashed out good, and we decided, you know what, let's go do our own thing and not be in the mercy of somebody else.
Gotcha. Well, one of the things that we didn't actually speak about yet, Dan, that I was curious as well is, you know, you're on this team helping to support the project, but are there actual core team members? Are there people, say, founders? Like, who is the dev of the project, for example? Is he still involved? Or is it fully a community-based project where there's not, say, a direct team or a CEO and so on and so forth, right? Can you tell us a bit about the team, perhaps?
Yeah, absolutely. So core team members is like that really made it was really three of us. Like I was part of making the contract. So I know who are the people that made the contract. It was me, Inner Circle, and Kimadelphia. Like I even have access to the dev wallet. So, you know, I have all the tokens. I know nothing's going to happen. So it's just us three, and then everybody else, you know, they came in after that, and you know, they bought in with their own bags. I mean, I bought in with my own bag too. You know, the dev wallet is just sitting there on the side, just safe, tucked away for when we're ready to get listed on all the exchanges. So, and most of us are doxed and KYC'd. You could go on salama.vip and go on the black paper, and you'll see our pictures. We're there with our pictures showing, and you know, some of us even put our full first name and last name, and some of us put our Instagram, some of us put our Facebook. So, you know, most of us are doxed and KYC'd on the team.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that would be a strong security feature to have as well for those of you, especially people that have control of any of the team wallet funds or, you know, funding from the project, tokens that are allocated to the project. That would be a strong security feature to have, KYC or a multi-sig wallet or something like that. Is that something you guys are employing, or is that, say, are you the one in control of all of that, basically? Solely.
So it's really just two of us that have the access to the dev wallet right now. It's just me and Inner Circle. I have it on my other phone. You know, I keep it tucked away in the safe. I don't even look at it. And he has it in his place, safe, and you know, it's split. You know, and so just in case.
Okay, I understand. Gotcha. Awesome, man. Well, yeah, it looks like you've been going for about almost 3 weeks now. Had a pretty solid run so far. And then what happened here is a few days ago, back 4 days ago or so, and I had this really big pump up, and then sort of held and then had a little correction here. Do you know what this was?
Actually, surprisingly, this happened when me and you during our AMA. It literally happened live when we were doing our AMA together. So
yeah, I remember.
I felt like it's definitely a good thing that it happened, because it definitely shook the Jeets out. You know, 100% shook them out, and then, you know, we dropped back down to 10 million, and now we're just holding down the floor. I mean, it shot up to 20 million market cap, and you know, whoever decided to pull out that 20K, I mean, I guess we looked at the wallet, he's completely gone, he's out of the game. So I guess that's a good thing. But, you know, everybody else kind of, I guess, got scared, and the people that decided to leave. The people that stayed and bought in. I mean, this gave early entry for new investors, so that's also a good thing too.
Yeah, you know, just some huge buyers came in within 1 hour there, just and ramped it right up. That's pretty wild.
And you know, this is also another point that I'd like to touch up on. You know, some people say that I've noticed in a lot of other private groups that I've been like talking about the project about. You know, they've been saying, "Oh my God, you know, this is kind of like, it's too high. You know, we feel like we're late. You know, yada yada yada." I mean, in all reality, you're really not late at all. It's still early. Anything below 20M is early. Anything before CG and CMC is still early. Like we've done no marketing. We've done no CG, no CMC. Our website is even bad. It's not even good. And our logo is we just got it done a couple days ago. So, you know, you're really, people people are early compared to where we want to take this. You know, if we only in our head had a vision of going to 50 million or 100 million market cap, then yeah, you're probably too late. But this is not where we want to be. We want to be the #1 presidential token in the space. We want to be the #1 presidential token on Solana. You know, we want to build our reputation as a team. I want to build my reputation that I'm able to be part of a shill squad that's doing something like this. You know, we want to hit that 1 billion. Like, we really do. That's an achievement. It's an achievement to be able to walk around and go from space to space and say, hey, look, guys, I'm part of the core team members that pushed this project to 1B. And, you know, we're actually sitting on a gold mine of an idea. We're not even sitting on a hard idea to get there. We're actually sitting on a really good idea that I believe is easy to get to 1B. It's really easy.
Yeah, well, especially if Trump buys some of those tokens and tweets about it, then certainly we'll go to 1 billion.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, all you really need, to be honest with you, is the right influencer. Once you have the right influencer who has the right connections, it's bound to happen. I mean, look, if Trump is not going to tweet about it, you could probably even have somebody tweet about the shoes. You could even possibly, who knows in the future, if you have an investor when we're at like 300, 400 million market cap, and he's like, man, you know what? I want to help this project grow. I want to quadruple my money at this very high market cap. I have a connection with Nike. Let me talk with Nike. Let me talk about, maybe there's something that we could do, you know, in an NFT type thing. You know, influencers right now and like these big CEOs, they're getting involved in crypto. So it's not something that's a preposterous idea. Like, just recently, Mark Zuckerberg changed his cover photo to servers with llamas standing on it. And when people in Solana saw this, their heads went crazy. They're like, oh my God, Mark Zuckerberg. You know, so all it takes is just like a hint or an idea that you could implant in people's head and build that connection, and just, you know, things could fly, things could moon. You never know.
Yeah, something interesting as well, I think that you mentioned to me, is that these shoes here, there's only 1,000 of them. So there's only 1,000 available. They're already sold out. You can't buy them anymore. But you mentioned that some of the people in your group, or maybe even some of the team people, managed to get some of the shoes on order. Is that right? So are some of these coming to your community as well?
Yes. One of the members, he said that he was able to get it. We're still waiting for them to arrive. I'm waiting. You know, we're waiting. He said he's able to get it, so, you know, we're waiting. So far, we're still waiting. I don't want to have anybody's hopes up and dreams up, but, you know, I'm really hoping he really got that plug. He got that connect, able to make it happen. And if he is able to make it happen, I feel like that's going to be big for us. So, you know, we're waiting and we're seeing.
Well, it'll be pretty wild. I'm sure there's going to be a huge resale market for these shoes, seeing as they're only $400. And there's only 1,000 of them. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of those will be resold and all sorts of crazy stuff. They might be worth a lot more.
Maybe we can make an NFT with only 1,000 of them too, and see how far they could resell.
You could do. So here we'll just take a look quickly at here's the website. I think you guys have mentioned that you're planning to update it, or you're not satisfied with the current website. So I guess in the future we might see this be updated. But I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, the supply here. 700 million supply. The LP's been burned, and we have a 0% buy and sell tax. And of course, the contract is launched on Solana chain. So one question I had as well is, why did you guys decide to go for Solana chain? Is it just because of, you know, it's really hyped up and the gas fees are cheap and there's a lot of heat on it right now, or is there another reason in particular?
So, I mean, to be honest with you, I've never traded on ETH. I don't know how to use ETH. I've traded BNB in the past in 2021. It was fun, but, you know, not that fun. And I got into Solana this year, and I really liked Solana. It was fast. It was it was where I got rug pulled in many projects, and, you know, met different people and suffered with a lot of people. And, you know, I got into Solana in this space, on this chain. And, you know, I just fell in love with the chain. I really think it's a really cool, fun chain to be in. And this is where all the meme coins are going wild. So, you know, it's kind of a good place for us to be in. And especially, you know, you could put no tax on your token and just run with it. So, you know, we were in here, so we decided to do it here.
I got you. Makes sense. Yeah, I think it's probably a pretty good place to be launching tokens, especially meme coins and just it's pretty hot. You know, it's probably the hottest blockchain over the past couple months, really. So
Yeah,
I hear you on that.
and Solana's only at like almost $200 now, and people are already speculating it could go to 1,000. So there's a lot of room for growth. A lot of room for growth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Awesome. Well, why don't we have a look here at some of the contract here, or the soul scanner, and I was just looking through and seeing, you know, some information about the holders and so on and so forth. How many holders do you guys have at the moment?
So I believe last I checked, we were at like 505 holders. I mean, for 505 holders to be at 10 million market cap, that's very, very good. That's a lot of room for growth. That's a lot of room for growth. I mean, Solana right now, we're almost at 30,000 holders, and we're just at 40 million market cap. So, you know, and imagine what we could do with NSO if we applied our marketing tactics the way we pushed in Solana to get these 30,000 holders, which is not hard at all. Is not hard at all. Imagine what market cap we would be at, especially if you have utility, especially if you have a good core honest team behind it, you know, especially if you're being transparent, and you have vision, and you're out with NFTs, you know, and you have all your socials in line, you know, your website is good, your logo is fire. So, you know, I think we definitely have a good chance to take this very, very far.
Absolutely, man. Well, one of as we go through the holders here, we see this is obvious. This will be the liquidity pool. And then here's some of the other ones. So we have sort of a fair amount of, you know, maybe 10 sort of 1% holders, and then a few more just below that. So do you know these people, or do you know who is holding these, you know, some of the bigger bags, let's say?
Yeah, the top holders, I have a pretty good idea of who they are. Even that first one right there, that first one is the dev wallet. That one right there with the 9 million, that's part of the dev wallet. So, you know, the dev wallet, of course, we split it up, you know, just so it doesn't look too big, just sitting there and just scaring everybody. But most of these wallets up top are wallets that we own, and we know that they're going to be solid diamond hand wallets, and they're going to be used for very, very good purposes to push the project. Like I've even said myself on record many times, you know, that $5,000 marketing budget that we did with Solana, I'm going to do 10 times more in NSO. And I'm doing all of this so far with my own money. Like I said, we haven't touched anything from the dev wallets or any of the money that I put in myself in the beginning. All of this is like, I've spent close to right now, almost between, last time I did my calculations, like around 45K in just AMAs, and just Twitter spaces, just talking and networking with people. Like, this is not even the real marketing that we're going to do on social media, such as TikTok, such as Facebook, Instagram. And something else that I want to mention, like a lot of projects, they say, oh, you know, it's very hard for us to advertise on Facebook and Instagram. You know, they don't allow crypto, you know, and you get banned right away with your account. But the thing is, what a lot of people don't realize, they don't like to think outside the box. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. Like, the one thing that I did with Solana, I opened up a merch store. You know, of course, but the dev, he didn't really want to go through with it. But I opened up a merch store with the intention of linking that merch store to our website and making it easy access for people who go inside the merch store to go into our website and see our token and purchase our token, and use that merch store as a front to capitalize on new customers. So, you know, we would pay like $2,000 in Instagram ads or Facebook ads, and we would be able to reach easily over 200,000 eyes. So where there's a will, there's a way. And this is something that I'm going to apply also in this project. I think I'm going to come out with multiple merch stores that I'm going to find a way, a really, really good way to make the neversurrenders.com website like the main headline in that merch store. So it could be so eye appealing that when people go to thinking that they're going to go buy merch, they're going to just click on that website and be like, what is this project? What's going on here? Yada, yada, yada. So, I'm going to make sure where we do it so good that when we advertise on Instagram and Facebook, a lot of people who haven't even been in crypto are going to be exposed to this project first before they get exposed to anything else.
You could sell custom merchandise that once all the funds that are sent for custom merchandise can then be, part of that can be reused and put back into the chart as buybacks or tokens or something like that. Might be an idea.
Exactly.
No.
This is part of our idea. Like I said, a lot of the profit that we're going to make off of this project is going to go strictly to buybacks and burns. This is what we want to do. We want to bring this to the highest market cap possible that we can. Like, I want to do something record breaking. Like, I want our name to be everywhere. And this is something else that I want to mention as well. When we accomplish these goals, this isn't something that I accomplished. This isn't something that you accomplished or my friend accomplished. No, this is something that we accomplished as a community, because at the end of the day, it's the community that gives value to these tokens. Without community, there is no value. So, we encourage people to come in and give us their ideas and share and even get inside. Like, I've invited many people into our private team discussion group, just so we could hear their ideas, just so they could even criticize us, so they could help us. We're also open to criticism, because criticism makes us even stronger, shows us what we're doing wrong, what we could be doing better, because at the end of the day, this is your money too. You have to succeed too. We want to see you guys win too, just like we want to win. You guys have to win with us. It's not fun to be a winner by yourself.
Yeah, one thing that you've continually mentioned is anybody that has any ideas or wants to help out or has some suggestions or connections or whatever else, you're very open to having that. And so if there is anybody that wants to work with Dan or has some suggestions or anything, I'm sure he'll be completely open to hearing that, and his DMs will be open for that. But
and they get full
Dan,
credit.
and they'll get full credit, right? All right. So
Dan,
so if that idea goes forward, oh, sorry,
Dan, quick question.
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, are you like Tuco from Breaking Bad? You have, dude. You speak so fast, like I can't even take notes.
I'm sorry,
I gotta
bro.
find out. You doing the blue? You doing the white? What are you doing, bro?
No. I'm a fast talker. I do sales, so that's probably why.
Oh my god! And I love it. I mean, if you look at your TG right now, I'm selling all my shit coins, throw it right into you, because I kind of feel like you're Tuco right now, and you're gonna blow something up, bro.
I'm sorry,
and
bro.
I'll
speak slower. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm like, is this cocaine bear? Is this crack bear?
No, actually, to be honest with you, bro, I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs. I'm actually Muslim, and it's Ramadan now, and I didn't even break my fast yet.
My
bad. So No, you're good, bro. I'm not even upset. But just to clarify, I mean, just since you're throwing it out there, I don't want people to think that either. You know what I mean? So like, I'm also a religious person. I'm devoted to God. I thank God that God has blessed me with good parents. My mom, my dad, they take care of me. They raised me with good values. Don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. I pray 5 times a day. I fast. I do everything that I'm supposed to do, and I try to be good. I try to give back to people who have given to me and more. And even the people who haven't given to me, I also try to give back. And, in our religion, charity is something that's very big and something that we practice a lot. And I always do give to charity. And even in this project, we plan on giving to charity to veterans. Even my cousin, he's with me in this project. He's also a combat vet also. and he finished from the Air Force, and he's been like pushing. He's like, bro, we have to give charity. We have to give charity to the veterans. And he even brought a lot of his friends in who are from the Army, who are from the Navy. So these are things that we want to do to also give back to people from this project.
I love it, man. I love it. You a speed talking motherfucker, and it's great, man. I'm just sitting back there. I'm like, is this guy like selling heifers? He's selling pigs. I mean, this guy is just. I love it. Hey, keep that.
Believe it or not, I've never even drank alcohol. I don't even know what that tastes like.
Hey, I bet you can't say the same thing about energy drinks.
I'll
no, not energy drink.
I'll fill you full of everything. No, bro. Good for you, man. Love it. Love the intensity. I hope you carry that through the project. I think you will.
I appreciate it. No, to be honest with you, bro, this is how I naturally am. Like, especially when I love something. When I love something, I go all in. Like, I really go all in. This is what I did with my business. I mean, I thank God. I've been blessed. I already have a good established business. I make good money. This is just something that I'm doing because I fell in love with crypto. I like where it could go. I truly believe crypto is going to be the future of money. I don't believe that we're going to be dealing with this paper money anymore. So, it's good to get in early, and I've just enjoyed it. I have fun with it.
Let it rip, Tater Chip. Let's go.
Awesome, man. It's inspiring. It's great to see the passion that you have. You can clearly see it. And one of the things that you mentioned, definitely a fast speaker. It must be due to the energy drinks and coffee. Certainly, that's not off your list, is it? You're allowed to have that.
I do drink a lot of coffee, and my favorite energy drink is Celsius.
I gotcha.
Holy cow. Like, what about that? What is it, like Egyptian fucking coffee? Because I think you have an IV just directed to your system with this stuff. And I love it. Do not change, all right?
I mean, I don't know if you like Andrew Tate or not, but Andrew Tate said all he drinks is coffee. He said he drinks cup after cup after cup.
Yeah, until he shits all over his floor. It's all...
That's great. Hey man, well look, Dan, we've gone over a lot of stuff, but there's still a lot more to talk about regarding some of the utilities you want to bring up, and also the NFTs that you spoke about, and also I guess some marketing that you guys have coming up. So you've said that you haven't really spent too much on marketing, or you haven't focused on that as much, more organic, so on and so forth. But I think it's something you might have mentioned that you might be wanting to start to pick up a bit more, or start firing on all cylinders there. So regarding that in particular, I think that an important thing to touch on is people that are looking to get into the project now, right? They see, it's not at the lowest point, right? It's gone up quite a bit. So people will want an incentive, a reason why they want to get in, and what's going to be coming in the future. What sort of catalysts are upcoming? What sort of marketing is going to be done maybe that's going to get some more eyes on the project, and really, build that community and strong sense of people supporting not only the presidential campaign and the shoes, but also cryptocurrency and this meme, right? This crypto. So yeah, let's dive in a little bit about what's coming up here over the next, say, month or the next few weeks. Why don't we start off here with the utility you guys want to release? So you mentioned about a Telegram bot that's like the same as not the same, but better than. You're planning to make it better than the ones we see already, which are the Chatter Shield and the Raid Master X. So these are like raiding bots where you can put a tweet and it locks the chat, and everyone has to go and interact with that, like and comment and follow and so on and so forth. So yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? When's that coming up, and why is that going to bring so much more exposure to Never Surrender 1?
Absolutely. Even today, we just shared with the Gobit Labs team the API keys that we got from one of the websites that's going to help us connect the bot to Twitter. with the API keys. So also this website, you could get the API keys for Reddit, for TikTok, for Facebook, for Instagram, for things that you want to connect. So this is something that we're going to be also implementing in our raid bot in the future. Shield, the Shield bot, a Chatter Shield bot, they announced not too long ago that you could also now shield TikTok videos, and you could also shield Reddit posts. So this is something that we're going to definitely implement in our bot in the future, but now we're just going to focus on Twitter. And, once we roll that out, once we get the functioning part of the bot functioning the way we want it to function, then we'll start adding all these other things. And, this utility, like I mentioned, the profits are going to be strictly buybacks and burns. So we believe this alone is going to be something huge to help propel the price to take it to the next level. And in addition, the bot is going to be free of use. So it's going to be able to be used in every single project for free. Projects on ETH, projects on BNB, projects on the Avalanche chain, projects on Solana. Everybody's going to be able to use it for free. And when they do want to, pay to market on the bot, it's going to be dirt cheap. We're not going to ask for much at all. They'll just pay a small fee, $200, $300. They'll get really good ad time, and all that profit will go to buybacks and burns. And this, like I said, again, this is not going to be our only utility. We're also now partnering with Bank Crash. We should have that utility out soon, where people are going to be able, to bet on getting more tokens. And all profits made from this game is also going to go to buybacks and burns. I believe when I was talking with Rocket Man, he was saying that, some of the other projects that use his bot make around $3,000 to $5,000 a week. So this is $3,000 to $5,000 a week that we're going to be able to buy back and burn with as well. And also, in terms of marketing, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing the merch stores, which we're going to also be promoting with Facebook and Instagram ads. So this is going to be something that we're going to have a lot of exposure with. We're already on TikTok. We'll promote our TikTok channel as well. We didn't make a YouTube account yet. We're going to make a YouTube account soon. And, we'll be using that YouTube account to be going on to different live crypto channels and, paying so we could get airtime while they're live so other people could see our project. The more eyes that we could get on us, the better. And it's actually, I'm happy that we're up to 10 million market cap right now, because this is also a good incentive for people who get in now at this market, at this level. They're going to be holding to at least 10x their investment, because sometimes when people get in at like 500K, or if they get in at 2 million market cap, they're going to Jeet a lot sooner than somebody who got in at 10 million market cap. So when people are getting in now, and we're going to consolidate on this line for, who knows how long, we know that the people who are getting in at these levels, they're not going to be jeeters. They're not going to be people who are expecting to make a quick buck and bounce. They're going to be people who are convinced that, okay, you know what? This is at 10 million market cap. I see the vision. I see what they're going to do. I'm going to hold my bag until, I'm fine putting this $1,000, or I'm fine putting this $2,000 at this level and holding it to whatever goal that they think they're going to get to. So, this is another reason why I like this level that we're currently holding at. And in terms of marketing as well, something else that we're going to utilize Coinzilla. We're going to utilize Coinzilla to the max. And this is where I'm going to be throwing a really good majority of my marketing budget in. And, Coinzilla, they will get you on every single crypto website. that you could possibly be on. And this is one of the main reasons that helped propel Solana to where it went. It's all-time high.
All right. Well, thanks for that tip there about how you got there. So, you know, are you planning to start this marketing now, or is it going to be with the release of the utility, the bot that's coming? When does that push begin, or is it sort of just building throughout?
Yes, good question. So, like I said, we just recently got our logo done. We're getting our website done as well professionally. It should take like about maximum 20 business days to get that completely done. I mean, in the meantime, we're still doing things on the back end. We're still working on our bot. We're making sure everything is the way we want it to be. And even the bot is estimated to take like roughly 3 weeks, roughly 3 more weeks, and hopefully we'll be able to have it in our Telegram group using it. So we can, and of course, it's only going to be a demo. So after the 3 weeks, we're still going to be testing it live in our Telegram group for people to come and see it. And see how it's functioning and see how it's working and see all the different features that separates it from the other bots. So, that will be testing it for like another week or two, fixing any bugs, any issues that might pop up. And before we start rolling it out to all these other projects. So, we have a really, really good feeling of where we can take this and what we want to do with this. And we're not like, we're just right after we get our utility with the rating bot, believe me, we already have another utility in mind of what we're going to do as another bot that's also going to set us apart from all these other projects that all these other projects are not doing yet. I don't want to announce it yet. We already know what it is, but once that bot is complete, believe me, we're going on to the next one. And this is also something that helped Bonk get to where it is. Bonk is only where it is because it has utility. Without utility, a project will not be able to flourish, will not reach these really high market caps that it's supposed to reach. If you're just a meme with nothing, you're just a meme with nothing.
I hear you. Yeah, that Bonk bot went crazy, man. That certainly boosted the project immensely, right? So, yeah, if you get the right utility going and you get a lot of users, people using it and people seeing it, it can really go crazy. So again, like for example, that Chatter Shield, I've seen that all over the place in the Raid Master X. I've seen them all over the place in these different groups. So if you can sort of take the market from them, do something better that can that more people enjoy using, that's easier for people to use, I'm sure that would bring a lot of attention to the project, right? It just has to be making sure once those funds are generated, once that revenue is generated, that it's utilized effectively to go back into the project and support it, right? Rather than what you find sometimes is people get, some devs, they might get greedy or they might whatever, and they don't actually use those funds the way they should be. You know what I mean? So
greed, man, greed is insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, awesome, man. I think we've definitely covered a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the things coming up. I mean, just to recap here, some of the things we might be expecting over the coming month or so is you have the utility bot that you're planning to release, the rating bot going to be called Never Surrender bot. Staking, I believe you said it might be coming out, or something you're working on as well. So you'll be able to stake your tokens and get some.
No.
Is that not right?
No, the staking is something that we are thinking of applying once we release the NFTs. That'll be linked with the NFTs.
Oh, right. Okay, I gotcha. So then there's the NFTs as well. This is something that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, would be coming after the Telegram bot that you guys are creating.
Yes.
And then after that, sorry.
Yeah, so the NFTs we don't plan on launching anytime soon, to be honest. And I'll tell you why. Because we want the main propeller to the very high market caps to be these bots, that we're going to be coming out with. We want these bots, which is going to be the main reason of how we're going to be able to spread our name all over the crypto space, is with these bots. So once we have these bots going around with all these different projects, utilizing them and using them, and we've reached the hundreds of millions of market cap that I pray that we're going to be at, once we have this major utilities, then we'll announce the NFTs. The NFTs will be like the cherry on top. So these NFTs will be, when you're at like 500 million market cap, 600 million market cap, these NFTs will be the thing that's going to propel us to do the 2 and 3x that we are looking at, because the NFT is going to be like a rare commodity, a special edition, something that everybody is going to want to have. We're not releasing NFTs right at the bottom at like 3 million market cap, 10 million market cap. Then it just makes it like, it's something that's common, that's everybody's doing. But when we get to these really high market caps and we're releasing these NFTs that are going to be like legit, and, we have our name behind it and this, that, and the third, we think that it's, especially with the staking that we're going to attach to the NFT, the utility that we're going to have with the NFTs, I think is going to really set us apart. And especially if we're going to make it focus on shoes and people having their own style pair of shoes that never surrender ones with like the Air Force One's theme, I really think it's going to be something that's going to be different, very, very, very different in the space.
Awesome, man. Well, that will be really exciting to see, especially if you do reach those higher market caps and release the NFTs. I think then that can bring a whole new wave of people inside the project and everything, right? Especially if there's some way of a utility attached to the NFTs, even whether that's just staking or you can hold them and gain rewards or whatever it is, right? So, pretty cool stuff. Thanks for sharing everything up so far to this point. And just, some of the things that you've mentioned that are coming up, of course, is, you mentioned the bot and then another bot after that you guys are going to be working on. But also, I think you're doing a lot of AMAs. At least I've seen you doing a lot lately and getting around. And I think you even have another one today, is it? Or do you have some more lined up over the coming week?
Yes, I do. I wrote them down, actually. Where do I put that one? But I have an AMA tomorrow. And I was about to set up 2 Twitter spaces with 2 influencers, one named Gigi and the other one, I forgot his name. It starts with an R. But I was just about to pay them today, but I don't know why. Like every time I try to send money, a transaction with Solana, it just keeps on getting rejected. Like there's something. I guess the network is a little bit too congested right now. So I had the same problem yesterday also when I was trying to send somebody else some money. But this is also a bad thing. This is one bad thing that I don't like about Solana. These servers.
Send it to me, sir. Send it to me, sir. My wallets work every time. Believe me.
Good luck. I've been trying to send some soul somewhere for like the last 6 hours. And it's not working.
Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. But
I think you're talking about Ryan Walsh, Dan.
Say that again, sir.
Were you talking about Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan. Let me pull up his name. I'll pull up his name real quick. 1 second. I have it right here.
Is that a Twitter guy? Or?
Yeah, it's here. I'm gonna share his.
He's good friends with Gigi as well.
Okay. Yeah, I dropped it in the group right here. I'm also gonna get Gigi. He's the guy. I mean, I already made the deal with him. I just gotta pay him, and I've been trying to pay him, and I just can't get the money through.
Cool, man. I haven't seen this guy before, but I guess some people know of him certainly. So that'll be cool to get him supporting.
Yeah, and also Gabet, they shared with me their calls group, and I'm going through them one by one, and I'm gonna try to reach out to them and also set up Twitter Spaces with them, and try to spread the message there. So believe me, I'm going AMA after AMA after AMA. Like even if you know somebody or a good influencer or somebody that I could go and reach out to, let me know, bring them my way. I'll contact them. If you guys could facilitate something, you know, for me to go and speak, please do. And I'm willing. I'll pay them. I'll go have a sit down with them. I'll tell them about the project. I'll present them to their audience, and you know, we'll just do it, bro. I'll do this every single day. It doesn't even bother me. I like it. I like telling people because I know we have a good project. I'm 100% sure we have a really, really good project. So, you know, this is, to me, this is an easy sell. This is an easy sell, you know, especially with utilities. I mean, people love projects with utilities, and especially if you're telling them you're going to come out with a rating bot utility that every project is going to be able to use in their project. You know, this is easy. Anybody could sell this.
I love to see your passion for it, man. That is awesome, and I think that's what's needed as well. You know, for a project, you need people like this that really, really want to push it, really, really want it to go big. They aren't just investors; they actually have a passion and a care for it, and they want to see it succeed, right? So that's incredibly valuable. One of the things also that you mentioned is how you want to get on basically every exchange under the sun, right? You know, so that your mom and pop shop down the road can buy it too if they wanted to. They want to support Trump's campaign. They want to support crypto. They're seeing, you know, Bitcoin's going crazy, whatever. And then, you know, everyday people can get in. I think you wanted to mention how you want to do more everyday marketing, or normies marketing, let's call it, you know, on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, where you don't see crypto so often. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that. I think that'll be interesting. But what I wanted to touch on is about the exchanges. We're gonna try to wrap things up here a bit as well, because we've been in for a little while. But you know, you mentioned all these exchanges. Is this something you're currently actively looking for? You're looking to get listed on some different centralized exchanges? How's that going?
So right now, I think it's a little bit too early to get listed. Right now, definitely we will be listed in the future when we're at a much higher market cap. But I already have experiences with exchanges and exchange listings because I'm in the Gotbit chat with Salama and the dev and 14 other people, and we're constantly talking about exchange listings. You know, Salama already got listed on Bitmark, already got listed on Mexi, and now they're talking about trying to get listed on HTX. You know, but they can't even get the funds for it because the dumb dev sold most of the dev wallet, and he's out there begging the community, guys, you know, please, if you want to get listed on these exchanges, you have to throw into the community wallet. Well, you know, bro, if you weren't out there selling the dev wallet at 10 million market cap and 5 million market cap and 1 million market cap, you would have had enough money to sell at 100 million market cap and get listed on KuCoin. KuCoin is only 250K. That's nothing. That's honestly, when you're at 100 million market cap with a dev wallet that hasn't been touched, that's pennies. You could get listed if you want on KuCoin, on Binance, on Coinbase. You know, it's really a lot of money if you have a dev wallet at 100 million market cap. So, you know, once we get to the 50 million market cap, you know, after we release our utilities and we get that really nice good push, you know, every 10 million market cap, you know, we'll announce a different exchange just to keep the hype going. So we'll announce a different exchange here. We'll announce a different exchange. We'll already have made deals with them, paid them, and done it already. You know, just so we could get things out of the way quick. But you know, every time we get a different level, a different milestone, next exchange, and then you know we'll get rid of the tier 3 exchanges. We'll get rid of the tier 2 exchanges, and then we'll go to the big boys. And then you know that alone, when you're on these exchanges, is a lot of exposure. Like, there's so many other people that don't even go on these dexes. They only deal with centralized exchanges. So, you know, that's that's marketing by itself over there too.
Definitely, man. Well, that'll be cool to see when you start listing on some of those and get some excitement and, you know, maybe more access to people who don't know how to use you know, Jupiter Swap or Radium or, you know, all the bots, BonkBot or whatever else, Telegram bots for trading and so on and so forth. So cool stuff, man. Well, thanks for sharing everything so far. Definitely enjoyed speaking to you up to now. If there's any questions from anybody who's in here, feel free to go ahead and say a word or two if you have something to say or any questions for Dan. I think we've probably covered a lot, and a few people piped in here and there and said a few things. So I don't know, maybe we'll see if there's anything else that we might not have covered. But Dan, is there anything on your side that you think you want to mention that we haven't touched on?
I think I've pretty much mentioned anything. I'll definitely do like a quick closing, and I think the best thing to close with is a shout out, and a shout out number one to the community. I have to give a shout out to the community because we would not be where we are without the community. I have to give a shout out to the Shill Squad, to the team members who are grinding every single day, day in and day out, 24/7. Like literally our raid bot is running 24/7. There's a raid every single tweet after tweet. So I have to give a shout out to them, and I got to thank them for doing that. And I also got to give a shout out to you guys, MMK, Trust DeFi, you, Mr. Crypto, even Caesar Calls, even Kid One and Walter for having us on their show. So, I got to give a shout out to you guys for making this happen, building these connections. I also got to give a shout out to the other small time AMAs that I did, the spaces that I did. So, I got much respect for everybody, and I hope that you guys could come into the community, whether you want to invest or you don't want to invest. But if you have good ideas, share them with us. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. We accept criticism. We're not perfect. We're humans like anybody else. So, if you have anything on your mind that you want to tell us, just come DM me, DM anybody in the admin list. Say it in the group chat. We don't even like to ban people. Like when other people come and they say crazy things, we like to try to talk to them first, have a conversation. Of course you can't talk to everybody, and then if you need to be banned, you'll be banned. But that's not the thing that we do right away.
Can I have those shoes?
I mean, hey, look, maybe we'll put it in a raffle ticket, and we'll give you like 2 raffles instead of 1.
Love it.
Make it a little bit fair, We gotta be fair, but we'll do a lookout because you asked.
Dude, I would sport them. I am just buying as much as I can. I need them goldies. I need some Trumpies.
Why not? We'll see. Hopefully we can make it happen. Even if, God forbid, we can't get the real one, hush, hush, hush. We'll try to get the knockoff ones. We'll make them as real as possible, and then we'll give some people some of it.
Yeah,
Imagine
but those things will make me super fast at 46. I guarantee you, I can run faster.
Yeah, you might start talking fast too.
God, yeah, I can't keep up.
Bro, you might you'll be flying if you have those things on your feet, I think. Nuke chicken, you'll be Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, right. And then just the talking, that would just elevate me, and then I got these gold shoes. Shit.
Imagine when you get the NFT too. You're gonna be on a whole other level.
All right, send me the link. I'm buying what you're selling, homie.
You know what would be cool? If you guys do manage to get a hold of one of these pair of shoes, or a few if you were so lucky, right? Because there's only 1,000, and there's, hundreds of millions of people in the USA, which I'd imagine most people are buying from there. So pretty hard to get a hold of one of them, I'd say, if there's only 1,000. Hopefully he releases some other versions or some more or something. But if you do get 1 or 2 or 3 or however many, and you had said, okay, for holders of the tokens, if you have to hold this many tokens, and then everyone who holds over that threshold gets put into a raffle, and one person gets to win them, and you send them off to them. That'd be pretty cool. That would encourage people to buy some tokens and hold on as well,
Absolutely. Definitely good.
It just means you don't get to keep your cool shoes.
I mean, look, we're not buying it to keep it. We're buying it for the project. So at the end of the day, it's for the community.
Absolutely, man. Awesome. Well, again, Dan, it's been fantastic to have you here. Maybe one last thing that I don't think I got an idea on completely, and people might want to hear, is about the utility, about the bot that's coming. You said it, you're working on it, it's coming out. When do you expect that this is going to get released, and that we're going to be able to see this live across Telegram and across everywhere,
Okay, here, hold up. Let me see. I'll give you the exact date. Let me see where they said it. I'm going into the chat right now. 1 minute. Okay. To the function. Okay, MMKK. Boom, boom. All right, I'm about to leak some information right now, only in MMKK. They're gonna be the first
okay.
to see this. There you go. It's in the chat.
Let me check.
I mean, not in the Twitter chat. I'm sorry, in the Telegram chat. In MMKK.
Take about 3 weeks. Continue to work on the bot. So how long ago was that he said that?
This was, I will tell you exactly. This was today at 11:03 a.m.
I gotcha. Thanks for sharing, bro.
Before you read all that out, do you want to stop the recording?
Yeah, I will do. Yeah. But before we close up and go through a little bit of alpha news past the recording, I just want to say again, thank you everybody for stopping by and joining us. Been really great to hang out with you here and to do this AMA. And as well, Dan, thanks for coming by and sharing everything with us. Really exciting to have you in here. So
Thank you,
cheers.
bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot.